happened in the Philippines. I'm going to say a few words. This is Thomas from Doctors Without Borders. We're going to say a couple of things again. I'm going to say mostly the Philippine people can kind of take care of themselves. They don't need our help all the time. They get hit with volcanoes, earthquakes, mudslides, typhoons. Every year something happens. But this is the largest hurricane, typhoon, whatever you want to call it, that has ever made landfall, ever. This is an extraordinary circumstance, and so we reach out to people in another part of the world. And we who did this show feel a special connection to the Philippines. A large part of the cast is Filipino.
Yeah!
Yes. And the show is about the resilience of the Philippine people, not in the present day, but in not too long ago. The show, what we're going to do tonight, we have never done before. It's going to be a concert version of the show. We're a little nervous. So it's not going to have all the kind of storytelling stuff that the theatrical piece has. But we think it's working pretty well anyway. On some of the video screens around here, there's a text number if you want to make additional donations to Doctors Without Borders. I would also recommend another organization, which is not exactly the same. It's an organization called 350.org, which is an organization about climate change. Okay, now we're going to hear from Thomas.
Thank you, David. Wherever love is, there is a big heart behind, always. And in that case, the cast and David had the idea to organize this concert tonight to benefit the victims of the typhoon in the Philippines, which is just great. And I want to express my deepest gratitude towards the cast, the public theater, and of course you guys showing your solidarity tonight. Thank you so much. Since the beginning of the aftermath of the typhoon, Doctors Without Borders has been present in the region in 5 areas on 3 islands, Samar, Panay and Leyte. And today, more than 220 international staff working alongside with hundreds of national staff, as David said before. The first aid comes from the local people and not from international organizations. But today, the dimension of the disaster is so big that even international organizations have to come in and to help, because the needs are huge. So 220 people, again, are working alongside with hundreds of local staff in the Philippines. What are we doing? We are bringing shelters, we are bringing food, drinking water, of course, always in natural disasters. We are bringing hygiene and cooking kits to the population most affected by this disaster. Currently, and of course, we are bringing medical aid, the most important for an organization as medical for Doctors Without Borders. My daughter, sorry. This is my love. We are currently active in 4 hospitals in the region, 8 medical centers and 35 mobile clinics. And this is even not enough. We have not reached the most remote areas where the most affected people are. We are using planes and boats, and we are really trying all our best to reach the affected population. In the first 2 weeks, we have done 6,500 medical consultations, 200 surgeries, and 14 deliveries also. And we have done 400 mental health consultations, because mainly, of course, in natural disasters, this is a very important part of our help. So, and this is not enough. In the coming months, we will stay close to the affected families in the region and expand our help. And again, at this point, I mean, by also saying that you can have more information on the website